Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to share with you my spring tablescape. I'll also include how I use those adorable little place card holders that I showed you how to make in my last video. If you didn't catch that one, I will link it in the cards above and in the description box below. And I'll also show you how I layer to create my place settings. This is going to be a fun one because this room is feeling so springtime right now. It's feeling so refreshed after this long winter. Before we get into the video, if you're new here, my name is Kirsty and welcome to my little community. If you haven't already, I would love if you could hit that subscribe button down below. That way, my weekly videos should pop up in your YouTube subscription feed. So here's an overview of how my dining room looks, all decorated for spring. I'll show you more of this in my spring home tour coming up in a few weeks. I will also add that today's video is part of the DIY Mommies Spring DIY and Decor Challenge, so I will link the playlist in the cards as well as in the description box below. So I highly recommend you go and check out all of the other great spring DIY and decor ideas from other content creators. But first, let me show you how I put together this cheery yellow spring table setting. I first started by intertwining these two garlands that I picked up from Michael's down the center of my table. I made sure to tuck the plastic loops in underneath the foliage so they couldn't be seen. Next, I separated the garland just a little in the middle and added this large lantern and candles into the center. Lastly, I just scattered these faux lemons from Kirkland's throughout the garland, and that's it. Really easy, right? Now let me share with you how I layer each place setting. First, I start with a placemat. If you're using a tablecloth, you don't need to use placemats. Then I add on a charger. I love this one. It's galvanized and I picked it up from Pier 1. Then for a simple place setting, I just add the dinner plate straight on top of the charger. This is just my everyday stoneware plate. Next, I add this green gingham napkin with some raffia tied around the middle as a DIY napkin ring. Followed by the knife that goes on the right. The blade should always face in, and the fork on the left. Lastly, add the water glass above the knife, and I added the DIY place cards from last week's video above each place setting. And here's how the finished tablescape turned out. The combination of items feels so cheery and garden springtime to me. It really was very easy and simple to create, and I used a combination of items I already owned as well as some recent purchases. I also have detailed step-by-step instructions on how I create a place setting over on my blog, kirstymorris.com, so if you're interested in seeing that, head on over and check it out. So I hope you enjoyed seeing how my spring tablescape turned out. I absolutely love how the pops of yellow and greenery mixed in with my more neutral farmhouse pieces to create a really fun tablescape. I think this has to be one of my favorite table settings that I've created so far. And again, if you missed how to make those place card holders, check back to my last video to see how to do those. It's very simple, easy, and inexpensive. If you did enjoy the video today, I would love if you could give me a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all next week. Happy spring decorating!